Welcome to the Hexagon series. This week we are going to be making this lovely hexagon. It's got some nice popcorn stitches. It's a nice pretty hexagon. It's very similar to one of the granny squares that we made in the last series. Last week we made this nice cluster hexagon, which I've actually started to make a single colour blanket and single motif with, which I think is really nice. It's nice for the repeat. But like I said, this week we're going to be looking at some popcorn stitches. Here it is in the light green, the light blue, and then there it is in the dark green. Really nice motif. So for the demo, I'm going to be using the light blue colour. It's Stylecraft Highland Heathers in Aran weight with a 5mm hook. So let's get started. So to begin, we're going to make a double magic circle and then chain one. And into this double magic circle, we are going to make 12 US doubles, UK trebles. So to make my starting stitch, I'm going to make a US single, UK double, and chain one. And that's going to count as my starting stitch. If you prefer to do chain two, you can go ahead and do that if you want. So we're now going to make 11 more stitches, just standard US doubles or UK trebles. I think that this is 11 stitches. I'm just going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So to finish the round, I'm going to start my 12th stitch. Just going to go in and pull through 2 loops while leaving 2 loops on the hook. We're then going to pull on the tail end. Just see which loop starts to tighten up first, and then pull on that loop that started to tighten up all the way to close your circle, and then pull on your tail to finish. So I'm going to bring that tail end in front of the working yarn but behind the hook, and then pull through those last 2 loops. And to finish up, we're going to slip stitch not into the starting stitch but into the first proper stitch we made, and then that slip stitch counts as the stitch top for the starting stitch. So that's how your work should look at the end of round 1. So for round 2, we're going to make a popcorn stitch into each of these 12 stitches. We're going to be using 4 US doubles or UK trebles if you prefer to use the UK terminology. So I'm going to start off the same way I made my starting stitch in the last round. I'm going to chain 1 and then make a US single, UK double, and then chain 1. Now keep your chain quite loose because we're going to need to go back into it in a moment. So we're going to make 3 US doubles, UK trebles into that same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So to finish off our popcorn, we're going to pull that loop quite big, take the hook out, and then go into that chain space that I said not to make too tight. Or not space, sorry, into the chain. Then grab hold of the loop and pull through. We then pinch that tight, and we're going to chain 2. And we're going to do that all the way around into each stitch. So we're going to make 4 US doubles, UK trebles into the next stitch. We're then going to make the loop big before pulling the hook out. Go into the first stitch you made, take hold of the loop back onto the hook and pull all the way through. Pinch tight, chain 2. And that's your repeat. So we're going to go all the way around until we've got 12 popcorn stitches. So remember, it's 4 stitches to make each popcorn, then chain 2. If you're making along, you can press pause, and I'll see you at the end of the round. So I've just made my last popcorn stitch. I'm going to chain 2, and then to finish off the round, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and then chain 1. And that's how your work should look at the end of round 2. For round 3, we're going to be making the round with cluster stitches, and we're going to be using 2 US doubles together or 2 UK trebles together. So we're going to start making the corner first, and to make that first cluster stitch, we're going to make a US single or a UK double and chain 1, and then we're going to make a standard UK double or UK treble. And that counts as our first cluster. Yeah, we're then going to chain 2 and make a second cluster stitch into that same space, yeah, because this is for the corner. So we're going to make 2 US doubles together or 2 UK trebles together to create that cluster. There we go, and that's our corner. Yeah, we're then going to chain 1. And into the next chain 2 space, we're going to make 1 cluster stitch. And then chain 1. So we're now at our next corner. We're going to make 1 cluster stitch. Chain 2. And then another cluster stitch. Chain 1. And that's our repeat, yeah? So we're now at the edge again. We're going to make 1 cluster stitch into that chain space. And chain 1. At the next corner, we're going to make a cluster stitch. Chain 2. And another cluster stitch into the same space. And chain 1. So that's our repeat. We make a corner and then an edge, a corner and then an edge. Yeah. So we're now at the edge. We're going to make 1 cluster stitch. Chain 1. We're at the next corner. So we make, hang on, let me just grab that hair. Didn't get it. So we're going to make a cluster stitch. Oops. Chain 2 and a second cluster stitch. And then chain 1 into the next chain 2 space. Let me just grab some slack. So into the next chain 2 space, we make 1 cluster stitch because we've just made our corner. And chain 1. Now we're at the corner, we make a cluster stitch. chain 2, and the second cluster stitch to make the corner. Chain 1. Into the next space we make 1 cluster stitch, chain 1, and we're at the next corner. It's also the last corner, so we're going to make 1 cluster stitch, chain 2, and the second cluster stitch. I need to grab some slack. And chain 1. So last stitch, we're going to make 1 cluster stitch into that last chain space, and chain 1. Yeah, so that's how your work should look. We're now going to slip stitch to finish the round. I like to go into the front of the cluster, through the chain space, pull the yarn through all the way and through that last loop, and then we're going to slip stitch into the corner space, chain 1, and that's how your work should look at the end of round 3. So round 4 is like a granny stitch round. So we're going to start in the corner again. We've already chained 1. We're now going to make a US single or UK double, and then chain 1 for the starting stitch. If you prefer to do a different method to start, that's fine. We're then going to chain 1 to make the corner. So we're now going to make 2 more stitches into that same space. All US doubles, UK trebles for this round. Yeah, so 2 stitches in there. We're going to hop across to the next chain space, and we're going to make 2 more stitches. Yeah, after your 2 stitches, hop across to the next chain space, make 2 more stitches. And we're at the corner, so we're going to make 2 stitches, chain 1, 2 stitches, all into the same space to create our corner. Chain 1 and 2 more stitches. Yeah. Into the next chain space, make 2 stitches. After those 2 stitches, make 2 more stitches in the next chain space. And then we're at the next corner. So we're going to make 2 stitches, chain 1, 2 stitches, and that's our repeat. So we're just going to keep going along like so. So each edge will have 8 stitches in total, or 4 granny groups if you prefer to count like that. Yeah, chain 1 at the corners, and I'm not making spaces between those granny groups, not making extra chain spaces. I know some people like to, but I'm not a fan. And also we want them all to have the same stitch count, so at the end all the hexagons that we're making have 8 stitches along each edge, and that way they can all join together. Yeah, so if you're making along, you can press pause if you want, and I'll see you at the end of the round. We'll finish up this corner together at where we started. Yeah. So I'm just coming up to the end of the round. I'm just at this corner now, and we only started with that first stitch there and then those 2 stitches, so we've got 3 stitches in total in that corner. So we're going to make 1 more stitch, and then slip stitch into the chain space to join. And there's the end of that pattern. So they look really cute, don't they? Where's the other one gone? I think these would look really nice just as a single pattern blanket if you just had lots of these. So yeah, in the next video we're going to be looking at this pattern, and this is really nice as well. It's like got a big star or big flower in the middle. So I'll see you in the next video.